This segment is sponsored by Strategic Wealth Designers. Most people plan for retirement the wrong way, but it's not their fault. So here to break down the basics of retirement planning the way it should have been explained all along is Thomas Riley, a senior financial advisor at Strategic Wealth Designers. Thanks for joining us today. Great to see you.
Great seeing you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. All right. Well, Thomas, there's this term floating around called unretirement. So what exactly is it? And is it really happening as often as we hear?
Yeah, so unretirement is exactly what the wording is where people retire and then they unretire and go back to work. And it is actually happening a lot more than people realize. I think almost 10% of people actually go back to work within the next 6 months or first year of retirement. And then eventually about 20 to 25% of people actually go back to work all the time after retirement as well, going in the future too. So going back to work, and it is a lot more common than people are aware of.
Why is it so common and why is it happening so frequently these days?
Yeah, so I think the big thing is that sometimes people want to go back to work because they want to, which is great. But the vast majority of people actually going back to work is more because they have to, not necessarily because they want to. Over time in retirement, healthcare gets more expensive. Maybe people didn't plan on other expenses popping up. And so that would be the biggest thing is, financial need for some extra income there.
Yeah. For those that want to go back to work, not that they have to, how do we set someone up to be able to do that?
Yeah, so ideally that's one of the perfect situations. If you want to work in retirement, that's great, but being able to do it out of a want, necessarily a need, is better. And the big thing is, like we talked about before, is really kind of doing the planning items. Not everyone really kind of stress tests their plan to kind of see what happens if a higher healthcare expense pops up in the future, or what if I end up living a little bit longer than I thought I would. So it's really kind of going through the planning and what if scenarios that can give you that confidence there and allow you to work if you want, but not necessarily if you have to.
Yeah. And for those, again, that want to make sure that they're setting themselves up for retirement and the lifestyle that they want, where can they start to receive more information about retirement planning?
Yeah, so they can go to our retirement planning university class. I teach it at George Mason. I've been teaching the class for years, and I've taught thousands of pre-retirees and retirees about retirement. So if someone's looking for more education and want to be more confident about the retirement, they can check out our class and be happy to have them join.
That's great. I think being confident in retirement is what we all want. Thank you so much, Thomas.
Thank you so much for having me.
For more in-depth retirement education, visit retirementplanninguniversity.com. That's where you can sign up for classes happening in the DMV every month.